Hi Virgos, welcome to Golden Truth Tarot. Now let's get started with your September reading. September is the most powerful, the most significant month for you of all of 2025. This is the month where you're going to find yourself in different situations, meeting different people, where your life is going to take a turn, and you're going to remember the events that are going to happen in September for a long time and the impact that those events are going to have in your life. And I'm saying this not only because we are in Virgo season, but because we have a lot of different planets in Virgo during September, and we have a solar eclipse, a new moon eclipse happening in your sign. And you're going to feel that shift in the first week, where on September 2nd, Mercury, the planet of communication, your ruling planet, is going to enter your sign. And Mercury is going to bless you with an amazing memory, better than ever during September. A lot of focus. You're going to be mentally, you're going to be more sharp, more clear with the decisions you're going to make. You're going to be an amazing communicator. No one can disagree with you over anything. You can convince anyone for anything that you want. So this is the best time to finish anything that is pending, anything that has to do with negotiations, contracts, if you are planning to ask for a raise, if you're looking for a new job, new opportunities, if you have to discuss something with someone, something that can make you feel uncomfortable, or if you want to win a debate, if you want to do a presentation for school, anything that is intellectual in nature, anything that has to do with paperwork, anything that has to do with trading or commerce, or anything that has to do with finances, money, where you're trying to get the best deal for yourself. This is the time, because you're going to be super focused, smart, sharp, more than ever. No one can outsmart you, or no one can have better arguments than you can, Virgos, during this time. And try to accomplish things before the full moon eclipse, the lunar eclipse on September 7th. You're going to feel that energy 2-3 days prior and 2-3 days after. It's in the sign of Pisces, so that is going to bring a lot of emotions to the surface. Usually a full moon, it's always an emotional time for everyone. The same way the level of the ocean and water rises, our emotions are very tense as well. But if it's an eclipse, it's like 10 times is amplified. And in Pisces, it's going to make you think of something that is impossible, like an impossible love from your past, someone you have lost, someone that you love dearly or you cared about dearly, something that it's still painful for you, pain from the past, pain that you have been trying to hide in your subconscious mind. And that is going to make you have a lot of questions. That is going to make you wonder, what if this was done differently? What if I had managed things in a different way? You're going to be critical of yourself too. And all that pain is going to make you want to withdraw, spend some time in solitude, especially in the second week after the eclipse, the High Priestess. This is a time for you to just relax. This is a time for you to just process your emotions, meditate. You might have some very unusual dreams during this time, where you're not going to know what those dreams, the symbolism, what it means. You might dream of a person time and time again. You might remember a song that you used to listen to together, or a place you used to go together. It's like you're getting these different messages from the universe all the time, and you're very confused. Virgos, you're going to feel confused. You're not going to know what to do. This is the best time for you to either if you are interested in reading tarot and astrology readings for professionally for 6 years, I have noticed time and time again that Virgos really like tarot, really like astrology. So if you want to learn more, if you want to learn how to read the cards yourself, or you want to learn more about astrology and how to read your own chart, if you need some guidance, you can either book a private reading with me on my website on www.goldentruthtarot.com, or you can start learning yourself. I have 2 decks. They're in Albanian. As of right now, they're not in English, but you can either buy a book that teaches you tarot, or you can make some research online. But this is a time where you need some guidance, and you need to understand more yourself and your patterns and why you do things a certain way. Now, the universe is on your side. Your ability to manifest is going to be very strong in the first and second week. So be mindful of what you say, Virgos, because Mercury being in your sign, everything that you think and everything that you say manifests into your reality at this time. And the universe doesn't make a differentiation between negative and positive things. It's just frequency. So if you're thinking in a positive way, that is going to be manifested in your reality. If you're thinking in a negative way, try to stop yourself and say, no, that's not going to happen. Things are going to work in my favor. Everything is going to, it's going to manifest how I want it to manifest. So stop yourself from having those negative thoughts. Another very, very important date for you is September 13th, because we have the Sun and Mercury conjunction in your sign of Virgo. Both of them, Mercury and the Sun, are together. That amplifies your identity, your ego. So if you feel like other people misunderstand you a lot, if you feel like you're not giving the exact version of who you are, if you feel like many times you have to let people know that's not who I am, no, I'm not this way, that can be a disbalance there, that this conjunction is going to bring to the surface between who you are, your public reputation, how people see you, how people perceive you, and how you see yourself, how you visualize yourself, what you think about yourself. So if you see anything happening during that time, it's a wonderful day for you to communicate, to network with people, to focus on your on drawing more attention to yourself. Especially, is a great day for people who work with clients, or Virgos who work online with social media, Virgos who are very active. It's a great day for that, especially if you are a Virgo rising, because it's going to be right in your ascendant, and it's going to make you can even go viral during this time. It's a wonderful time for Virgos who have this position. But also, Virgos, if you see anything that is not aligned, it can cause minor scandals, or it can cause issues where you feel misunderstood, and it's going to make you have to work on yourself, on your image, on your public reputation. And that is happening right before the new moon eclipse in your sign in Virgo on September 21st. And you're going to feel that energy of the new moon eclipse 2-3 days prior, 2-3 days after the eclipse. This is a time for you to make some changes when it comes to your work, your professional life, what you do for a living. Some Virgos might decide to completely shift your career. You're not happy, you don't feel like things are aligned with you, you want to start fresh, you want to start in a completely new direction, which can seem risky and scary. And some people might even criticize you for it, because they're not going to understand, because you might have a secure job where you are making a living for yourself, you're comfortable, everything is okay. So for others, it's going to seem odd, it's going to seem unusual. Why you're shifting, why you're making this change out of nowhere and you're doing something completely different. But it makes sense for you. And for some Virgos, this can be the time in the 3rd week where you're actually taking classes, you're going back to school, you're learning, you're training, you're doing something completely different. For others, this can be the time where you just have that click moment, because the eclipses are all about a transformation that can happen within yourself, and you don't say anything to anyone, and you just make your mind, you are completely clear that no, I don't want to do that anymore. Yes, this job is it's comfortable, and you're financially, you are making a decent living for yourself, but you're not happy. It's not aligned with you, with what you want, and you make that decision in your mind, you get that clarity. And once you have that vision, once you have that clarity, then you decide that this is what you actually want to do, and you pursue that in secret. You pursue that, you start taking those steps. A wonderful week for transformation. Anything that has to do with your lifestyle, anything that has to do with work, even pets. Some of you might decide that this is a time for you to adopt a pet, or if it happens randomly where you see a little kitten or a cat in the street and you just feel drawn to them, that can also be very significant. It means that this animal has chosen you, and they have to be in your life to bring you love and prosperity, and to bring you that energy that you've been lacking, or you have been doubting, committing to taking the responsibility of taking care for an animal, and they just find you. That means that that animal is meant to be with you. The last week is the week where you're going to resolve some conflicts. You're going to resolve some problems, some issues that you might have had with other people. We also have Venus, September 19th, in your sign in Virgo. And Venus is going to make you feel better about yourself. Virgos is going to make you feel more attractive, more beautiful, more handsome. It's going to make you feel like you have more options. It's going to also make you feel more loving, more caring, more empathetic. And this is a time where you're going to dissolve any issues that you might have had with other people in your life. This is the time where you're going to understand that everyone has a different path, everyone has a different life. And this is why, from the Oracle of Healing, the message for you is compassion. Compassion, and the number 2, and the number 2 again in the 2nd week. So 2 is all about collaboration. 2, it's all about empathy. 2, it's all about being passive as well. You shouldn't just say everything that comes into your mind, Virgos. And sometimes you tend to be, especially unevolved Virgos, tend to be very critical of others, very judgmental, very critical of themselves too. So having more compassion for yourself, more compassion for others, understanding that, yes, sometimes there can be people around you that are doing things wrong, or you would never do the same thing that they're doing, but understand that everyone comes with different karma, everyone comes with a different lifestyle, a different path. They can be in a different reincarnation. You could have passed that test, that reincarnation, lifetime ago, and they're going through that right now. So being more understanding and being more empathetic is going to help you not only heal your relationship with others, but also heal your relationship with yourself and how you view yourself. It's going to make you feel more complete. Okay, Virgos, this is everything that I see for you for the month of September. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And I see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.